Greetings from NeuronThemes. WordPress is the #1 station for creating a marvelous website and is filled with endless possibilities and optimization power that will help you create just about anything. Let us introduce you to the Pods plugin that will take these possibilities to new heights. And together with Neuron Builder, the world is at your palms. In this video, we are going to help you make sense of how this plugin works and help you create wonders with it. A little introduction to the Pods plugin. This plugin will help you create any kind of content that you want. You can create custom post types, extended and customized post types, add custom fields and taxonomies, all without using a single line of code, which is pretty amazing if you'd ask me. First things first, you must have the plugin installed on your WordPress dashboard. You install it just like any other plugin, and when you've done that successfully, it will appear on the left panel of the WordPress dashboard. To add a custom post type, you should navigate to the Pods plugin. It should appear right here on the WordPress dashboard. Click on Pods Admin, Add New, and you will be presented with two tabs. First being the possibility to create a new custom post type, and the other being the option to extend any content type within WordPress, including post types, taxonomies, media, users, or comments. We'll continue with the first tab, which is to create a new post type. If you have already created a post, then go ahead and extend the option, as it will include the additional fields that you add within the plugin. We will now be presented with a simple wizard that will help you choose exactly what kind of post type we want to create. From the content type, we can choose from custom post type, like posts and pages, custom taxonomies, like categories and tags, and custom setting page. We are going to go with the default option, which is custom post type. Next on, we have the singular and plural labels. In singular, we'll set it to be room, and in plural, we'll set it to be rooms. Let's click on the next step, and we are going to start creating our pods fields. To do that, simply click on the button that will open this window. On the label field, enter the name of it, and see how instantly the name of the field will be filled with a WordPress reference. In the field type, we'll set it to be plain text. You have a wide range of possibilities like website, phone, email, password, plain paragraph, date, time, number, files, images, videos, depending on the custom field type that you want to add. And lastly, we have the options. You can decide whether this field is mandatory when you create it and save it as a custom post, and when we're finished, click on Save Field. The second field we're going to add is our room details. Let's name it, and for the field type, we will set it to be plain paragraph text. Now, we are going to add another field different from the latter two. This time, we will add an image gallery type of field. Click on Add Field. Let's name our field Room Gallery. The field type is going to be File, Image, Video. Now, let's click on the Additional Field option tab here, as we are going to be presented with more options to configure. Each field type has its own additional options. You can set the upload limit to single file or multiple files. We will choose multiple files as we are going to upload a gallery of images. The file uploader lets you select whether to upload or use the media library or upload only. You can set the attachment default tab to either be upload file or media gallery. You can set the editable title option ticked or restrict which file type to be uploaded on the gallery. The list style determines how the data inside the field is going to be displayed. You can set it to row or tiles. Moving on, we have the Add Button Text, Modal Title, Modal Add Button Text. We can leave them as they are, no further adjustments. Click on Save Field. This way, we add all our fields that we need. Let's move on from that. Here, as you can see, we have added all our fields that we see as necessary to complete our page. We have set the respective field types to correspond with the content that the field requires. Let's click on Save Pod, and it should be added on the left panel of the WordPress dashboard. Here we have it. Now that we have put all our data into the system, it's time to create our single room template that will be created once and be spread across the website where it's conditioned using dynamic content. But before we start on that, there's one more small step that you need to make to start working with pods. On the WordPress dashboard, navigate to Elementor, click on it, and here, under the General tab, you have the post types that you can edit with Elementor. See how the Room Custom Post type was added in the list as well. Tick on the box to get going, and finally, don't forget to click on Save Changes. You're all set now. Let's head back to the dashboard. Click on Rooms, Add New. Here, you will have to write all the data regarding the rooms our hotel provides by filling in the custom fields which were instantly added when we created them using pods. You have got the usual title and content boxes as well as the featured image. Let's go ahead and fill them in. And down here, we have the custom fields. We will go ahead and fill them in, like the main title of the page and the details. We will write down all the specifications for the room, for which we have added all these custom fields with pods. And in the field room gallery, you can see that we can add as many items as we wish. And this way, we fill all the other fields that we've created. And great, we will save our work for this room. And this way, we add the details for each room we plan on. Once you've done that, all the hard work is done. Now, let's start our design process. Go to Templates, Theme Builder, Add New. Choose the type to be single, and under Select Post Type, you can see that our room custom post type was created. Click on it, name your template. We'll go with Rooms Single Template. Let's go ahead and add a section. We'll tweak the section settings. We'll set the height to be minimum height. Let's assign a value of 80 viewport heights. The column position will be set to stretch and the vertical align to bottom. From the Style tab, we will assign the background to be classic and we'll add our featured image using dynamic content. Click on the database barrel icon. From Post, choose Featured Image. As you can see, dynamic content will extract content from the database immediately. Set the image position and tweak the settings to be beautifully displayed. From the Advanced tab, we will add some negative margin values to raise our section on the same level as our header. There it is. Who knew we had a header? Let's add a heading element to extract the title of our room. Drag the heading element onto the page. Once again, click on the database barrel icon to open the dynamic settings. Under Post, choose Post Title. Set the HTML tag. Now, move on to the Style tab. Choose a text color and let's go to the Advanced tab. Click on Positioning and from Width, choose Custom. We'll set it to be at 55%. Set the column of the heading element to configure its settings, and here we will set some bottom margin values. Perfect, our hero section is all done. Now let's add another section, this time with 2 columns. We will set the column's gap to be no gap, and we'll assign a different structure. Go to the Advanced tab and add some bottom margin values again. We will immediately configure the settings for our first column. Let's set the widget space to be 32 value. And from the Advanced tab, we'll add some padding values to place the content neatly in our design. Let's drag a heading element to name our room. Now let's see how to use Neuron Builder with pods. Click on this database barrel icon, scroll until you find the Pods section, and from here choose Pods field. Click on the wrench icon, and here you're presented with a few more settings. From the Key drop-down, you will have all the fields you created with pods that resonate the type of element you selected. Here we will of course choose Room Title. Now let's design our heading. From the Style tab, we will set a text color and we'll tweak the typography options. Let's add the text editor element next onto the page. The same steps will be followed. Click on the dynamic icon. Under Pods, select Pods field. Click on the wrench icon. From Key, this time we'll extract the room details. And here we have presented the room details that we set on the back end. From the Advanced tab, we'll add a value of 40 pixels to the bottom margin. Next, we'll add a button to have our client book the room via mobile phone. Let's drag it onto the page. We will write the text for the button. Under Link, we will choose the database barrel icon. We'll select Pods URL field from the drop-down. Click on the wrench icon, and from Key, we'll select the telephone number field we added using Pods. This will have the users contact you directly after they hit the Call Now button. Great! Next to our button, we will be adding a Book Online heading to provide users with both options. Drag in the element. Let's write the text. Under Link, click on the database barrel icon. From Action, choose Pop-up. We've created a pop-up design template to allow users to book their room. Click on the wrench icon. choose Open Pop-up, and we will select the template that we've designed. We have created a full playlist on how to create pop-ups with Neuron themes. I will be posting the link down below. Let's style our text. Also tweak the typography options. We want to have both components be next to each other. And to do that, click on the button's handle to open the options. From the Advanced tab, click on Positioning and choose the width to be inline. We'll do the same for the Book Now text. This does not look visually appealing. Let's add some right margin values for the button from the Advanced tab. See? Much better. We're done with the first column. Now let's edit the second. From the Advanced tab, we'll add some padding values around the column. Let's add an image element onto the page. Once again, click on the dynamic tag icon. Under Pods, choose Pods Image field. Click the wrench icon, and under Key, we'll choose the image we added using custom fields. You can always set a fallback option for when no data can be retrieved. Go to the Advanced tab and we'll add some bottom margin values of 40 pixels. Let's add an intersection for better content organization. We will set the columns gap to be no gap. We will assign the width of the first column to be 60%. Thus, the second column will automatically be 40%. Let's drag a text editor element and extract the content. Click on the database barrel icon. From Pods, choose Pods field. Click on the wrench icon and under Key, select Room Amenities. No need to design the element further. We will add another line of amenities to show our visitors what the room offers. We'll follow all the same steps really, so we'll just speed up the video a little. It's time we add our first heading section. Let's tweak the settings for the section. From the Advanced tab, we'll add bottom margin values. Now let's edit the column and we'll set the horizontal align to center. Let's drag a heading element onto the page. Now let's add our text. I believe at this point you already know the steps. Click on the database barrel icon. Choose Pods field from the drop-down menu. Click the wrench icon to expand the settings, and the text will be extracted immediately. Let's add the gallery element to show more about our rooms. Add a section, and let's configure the settings. Let's add a content width value. From the Advanced tab, we'll add some bottom margin value. Now let's drag the gallery element and introduce it onto the page. Click on the dynamic icon, and from the drop-down menu, choose Pods Gallery field. Click on the wrench icon. From Key, select Room Gallery. Great! Now we must arrange it in our design. The order by will be left by default. We will display the carousel, so switch the handle on. The slides per view will be set to 1. The slides to scroll will also take the same value. Set the image size to full. Let's style the gallery. We will design the navigation. Now we're done with this section. For the next section, we will be adding a template that will show other related rooms. Click on the template library icon here. From My Templates tab, we will select our section template. And here we have it. As our final section, we have the room tagline. Let's lay the foundation and add our section. Set the content width value. From the Style tab, we will assign the background to be classic. From the Advanced tab, we will add some bottom padding values. Click on the columns handle to open the options, and here we will set the widget space to be the value of 40. From the Advanced tab, we'll add some bottom margin value. Let's drag the text editor element onto the page. We'll extract our content from the custom fields one more time. Select the proper field to it. Now let's style and design it. Set the alignment to be center. Add a text color as well as tweak the typography options. From the Advanced tab, we'll add some bottom margin value of 40 pixels. One last detail to add. We want to entice users to browse through our collection of rooms. For this reason, let's add a button. Set the text. We will link the button to our Rooms page. Align it to the center. From the Style tab, tweak the typography options. Set the text color. We will have the background color be transparent. We will add a border to be solid. Set the width for the border. Set the border radius to be 0 on all sides, and we'll also add 0 padding value on all sides. Our template is finally complete. and we have made all this information for the rooms be dynamic with Pods plugin. If you click on this eye icon here, and then choose Settings, simply type in the query you wish to display. In our case, we'll select one of the rooms, and then click on Apply and Preview. You can preview how each room will look like. And now it's done. All there's left to do is publish the page. Of course, we need to set the conditions. We want this design to be applied on all rooms. Click on Save and Close, and you're done. Your pages are now live for everyone to see, and it only took you one design to be applicable through all other pages, each containing dynamic content. That's it. Hopefully, this video has been informative. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos and tutorials.